Hello, welcome to Yen. I am so excited. I'm trying to contain my excitement and not come across too like what I would in my normal videos because I need to control myself. But I am actually very, very, very excited for this. So, what is Yen? You're probably thinking that Young Entrepreneur Network. It's an idea that we both kind of had at the same idea. Yeah. This is Jake, by the way.
Hello.
And I'm Joel, in case you didn't know. And basically, this is a channel where we're going through, it's going to be a bit of a journey as well. It's one that I'm super excited about, but it's one that I think is really needed because there's not a lot of stuff kind of like this. And what we're trying to do is build a community, which is going to hopefully be you guys who's watching, you right there, okay? We're trying to build a big community of like-minded. You don't have to be young, but the idea is that we're both young. Well, I was young, so I turned 20, which, you know, I'm gutted about.
I'm still 19.
He's still 19.
Still a teenager.
No, we're still young. And the whole idea is to kind of just bring together like-minded individuals with goals and aspirations and just sort of build a community to showcase, because the time that we're living in right now is crazy. Like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, the opportunity was nothing like what we have now. Right now, this is the best time ever to be born. Anyone can make huge money, anyone can do what they love, and call it a job. Literally, genuinely, it might not happen immediately, it will take time, it still will take hard work, but everyone, no matter who you are, where you're born, where you come from, what opportunities you have, you can make those opportunities work for you.
You can make them work.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities, and this is what this is going to be kind of about. We're going to be kind of exploring the ways that entrepreneurs can make money, do things that they enjoy, you know, all the different ventures that you might just not have thought about, and just sort of teach stuff that maybe school probably wouldn't have taught you. Now, obviously, we're not experts yet. We're still on our journey. We're still very young, so we are going to be learning with you as well. But I think that's what's going to be great about it. So I kind of touched on the fact that it's a really good time to make a lot of money, and I think you'll be a good person to speak about this. You found a way to make pretty good money at a young age, and there are so many other opportunities out there. So take it away, Jake.
I think, yeah, Joe was hitting the nail on the head. I've tried my luck at education, and it's not something that really worked for me, and I think what really favoured my behaviours and the way that I am as a person was business. And at the end of the day, if you work hard enough, opportunities open doors. If you carry on working, you meet people, you network with people. Like a year ago today, I didn't think I'd be sitting here with Joel making a YouTube channel or have a really successful company at 19. But it just goes to show, if you do work for it, it comes all in good time. So for any of you out there thinking of setting up business and you're scared of taking risks, just go for it. You've got nothing to lose. You haven't got a mortgage, you haven't got kids, you don't have down payments that you have to make. If you're going to do it now while you're young. Impress people, show off. Like that's what you want to do. Do you want to live a life shadowing everyone else, or do you want to live the life that you want to live?
Yeah, I think like that leads into another reason. Like this whole video is sort of to do with why Yen is needed. We're going to talk about a little bit who we are and why maybe you should kind of listen to us a little bit in a bit. But I thought it'd be better just to start off with why this is needed, because I really wish that I had stumbled across Yen, or a different version of Yen. I don't actually, because then someone else would have died before us, but you know what I mean. I wish I'd seen something like Yen when I was like 5 years ago. I wish my mind has just been opened up. Like, you don't understand like how sick of an opportunity we all have, and I didn't even have a clue that any of it was going on. School didn't teach me any of this, and I genuinely wish that someone had shown me or kind of like opened my eyes to all this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do now, because honestly, we're all gonna smash it. So.
And you learn from each other's mistakes.
100%.
Some things, like Joel said, you won't learn in school, no matter how many business classes you attend or how much time you spend studying. Some things you just can't learn in school.
Like,
go on.
Sorry, I did business. I did business at GCSEs. I did business at college, and like literally none of that has really helped me at all. You learn stuff. I don't want to get in too much into that because that's like a whole nother video. But the stuff that I learned there has not helped me at all. I've had to learn all the stuff like running businesses and all this kind of stuff. I've had to learn it myself out of school. I don't think I've barely ever taken information. Now, school is needed in a way. They don't go about it the best way, but I've learned all the stuff that's actually practical from external sources, YouTube, just like websites and stuff like that. So,
and I think one thing that you can probably tell by the way we're talking is that we're both really, really passionate about business. Business is literally, it makes the world go round as such. I mean, without businesses, there is none of that. There's no money. And it's what obviously our economy survives on. Not trying to bore you, but business is probably the single most important thing in the world, for me anyway. What about you?
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Just the fact that it just fires me up. It gets me excited. Like, there's no better feeling than, like, well, I'm sure there are, but just making a load of money or just something that you've been working on
your
for
own.
ages.
Like, who wants to work a 9 till 5? Who wants to sit in an office doing something that you don't want for the rest of your life and then only having spare time at the weekends? What? You get into work at 9 in the morning, you leave at 5, you might go to the gym or just go home, you're exhausted from work, you're stressed out, comes to the weekend, you just relax and have your downtime, and then you do it again. And as young entrepreneurs, we have the opportunity to make something of ourselves right now. And if there, like Joel said earlier, if there is a better time to do it, the time is now. With the internet and the opportunities, you've got Amazon e-commerce stores, stuff like YouTube, as Joel's already proven as a success, or other things like my business, which is all online related, and how you can make money online within a couple of seconds. It's crazy, and I think all of you out there really need to start focusing and paying attention and giving it a crack. At the end of the day, if you don't give it a go, you're not like, you can't fail. Like, if you fail, well, at least you tried it.
You don't fail, you learn. The biggest failure, the biggest mistake you'll ever make is not trying. That's the mistake. You're worried about trying, you're worried, like, and this is me 100%, like, I've been there and fully, I'm still there, but I'm getting a lot better. I'm way better at taking action, and that is the most important thing. You need to take action. We're not saying it's overnight, like, you're not just gonna quit your 9 to 5 tomorrow. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying start up your company right now and put 100 grand down or whatever. You need to scale it for yourself and take time and put effort into it and learn the skills that you need and double down on your strengths and just make sure that you know what you're doing before you do it. But the idea is, we just want to open up the opportunity to you, especially, like, even if you're just watching this video, you're smashing it already. I don't know what percent it is you're in, but you're in the top percent for, like, the people who are looking for this kind of thing and looking to improve their life and looking to do something kind of outside the box.
So one of my main reasons for wanting to launch this channel is, as a young entrepreneur trying to make something of myself, there is very, very little entrepreneurial content out there, especially made by youngsters like ourselves, or I say youngsters or young men or whatever you want to call us.
Listen, I'm still a youngster. I'm still young.
You're 20 now.
No, I'm still young kicking.
Well, I'm the teenager and you're the adult, so
yeah, okay.
At this age, if we're learning together and you're following our steps, you can avoid a lot of the mistakes that we make, because at the end of the day, a lot of people who have already made it, they'll tell you their success story, but you won't get the whole process of how they done it, because they've got 20 years worth of information to tell you. So they'll just say, oh, maybe I made a mistake here, or I made a mistake there, and then I made it. But what actually happened in between them steps, the stuff you don't learn at school, the stuff that you'll never hear in books or you'll never hear in successful podcasts or anything like that. And that's really what the gap we're trying to fill by introducing the Young Entrepreneur Network.
Yeah, so it's super powerful when you hear something from someone so established and, like, huge, and you're like, wow, that is amazing. But it's even more powerful, I think, sometimes when it's more of a relatable level, and that's what we're trying to bring, because we're going to be a similar age to a lot of you guys, or we were a similar age to a lot of you guys, and I think when it's more relatable and you're like, shit, I'm going through that, or yeah, school aren't teaching me this, or I'm having that problem, and a lot of it is going to be very similar, a lot of it's going to be relatable, and that can be super powerful at times. So
how many young entrepreneurs have you met in your life? Like, there's not many.
There's not a lot of, certainly not.
And how do you meet them? How do you meet
them?
Are they in your school? You might have 1 or 2 kids out of everyone that does business, and you might have heard of him, oh, he does business as well, for a teacher. But really, where is the networking place to meet young entrepreneurs? Like,
right here.
It's right here.
It's right here.
It's right here.
You are the average of the people that are around you, essentially is. So you guys might have noticed this, but when you start hanging out with someone like that you maybe didn't hang out with as much before, and you start spending loads and loads of time with them, you kind of start to pick up their traits and things they do. Generally, you are the average of. Maybe you'll start getting the dress smart trait soon. Yeah, maybe that's I might pick that up. I don't know. That might never happen.
We're getting out of them YouTuber clothes.
We'll see. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm low on clothes, and it's really hot in here. It's so hot. Anyway, yeah. So you are the average of the people that you surround you with, the people that you take in. You want to be surrounding yourself with the right kind of messages, the right kind of content. You want positivity. I've been getting so much into like belief, positivity, just kind of like believing in yourself, because I never really used to, and whereas I should have, because like it ended up going pretty well for me in the end. But I didn't. If only I'd known that before, when I didn't really believe in myself and stuff. I wish I had.
Just changes your head, doesn't it?
Yeah,
completely. You just open like a new section of your mind when you start getting involved in business, and you actually put your time and effort into it.
And like I said before, I just wish someone opened my eyes to it earlier and sooner. And that's hopefully what we're gonna kind of help to do with you guys.
I think one of the things that I realised is I'm just so thankful that somehow my mindset was always on business from a young age. I was always I was always selling sweets at school. You probably done that as well.
Yeah. No, I mean
selling sweets, like the casual.
It wasn't
young entrepreneur from the south.
It was. I always had it kind of naturally. Like I would go and I spent my whole holidays. I'd go to the supermarket, I'd buy like as many Fanta cans as I could, and then take them down the beach and sell them to people on the beach. I had loads of different things going on, but I never really properly put my time into it and learned the right stuff and got the correct mindset and got everything nailed down properly. It was kind of just there.
Like an interest.
But I didn't. Yeah, it was like an interest, but I never really deliberately learned skills properly. But this is something that we're going to talk about a lot and hopefully help you guys with.
When you're selling stuff at school, you're showing, whether that's you now, whether you're 13, 14, whether you're 19, 20, whether you're 25, 26, whatever age you are, if you show that little bit of love for business, but you've never really done anything with it, so you might sell sweets at school and you might get a joy of making a profit, then they are the foundations of someone that could go somewhere in business. And I'm just lucky that I found an opportunity in the market and I followed through with it.
Just touching on that point, you don't need to be that person that sold sweets in school, though you might never have had an interest in it. That's fine. There are loads of entrepreneurs that didn't do that. They never had it until they get to like 20, 30. Then they open their eyes to it and they're like, oh wow, I'm actually really good at this. I'm actually really enjoying this. Like, who doesn't like making money anyway? A lot of people are gonna enjoy it. But so don't worry if you didn't sell sweets in school or it was never really switched onto that, because this is the whole point about this.
There's no age requirement.
We're trying to just open up, exactly. We're trying to just open up people's minds. We're doing it to help you guys and to help us. Just having you guys surrounding us, we get feedback on our ideas, business ventures, that kind of thing. It's just gonna be sick.
We want to create the community that we want. Like, the community, if it was already open, then we'd be involved in and we'd get involved. But there is no young entrepreneur network like Yen, of course, which obviously if there was, we would be involved in, and that's what we want to create, like he's already said, to benefit ourselves, but more than just benefiting ourselves, learning from each other. It's the single most important thing. Some things you just can't learn without practical experience, so learning off someone who has done the practical experience could save you so much time, so much hassle, and we really want to bring that to you.
Quickly, I think we have been speaking for quite a while now, but it just flows, and like as I said, we're both so passionate about it, and it's, you know, that could happen, but that's fine. Why are we doing this together, you might be wondering, and I don't fucking no, I'm just kidding. Now, we're like-minded, passionate, we're both so like young, that's kind of where we came together. You reached out to me, and then we went and met, and then it just all went from there, and we both had the kind of same idea at the same time. What do you reckon?
I just think it's mindset. Like, I will say something that you're thinking, and you'll say something that I'm thinking, and we're always looking forward to the future, and we're always trying to help each other out with business ideas. And I think the reason why we want to do this together is both of us want to meet other entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs, and really we want to help people. We want to learn off of maybe your mistakes that you might have, and you can learn off of ours. We just sort of wanted to create a network so people can connect, and the reason really that we decided to do it together, so I didn't just start on my own, or you didn't just start on your own, is because we literally are thinking exactly the same things. We want to create the same network. So as they always say, two minds more powerful than one mind. And together, I reckon we'll work well, and hopefully bring you guys all the content that you need business-wise, and help you out as much as you want, and much as we can with your business careers.
Yeah, so I think we also want to focus on making sure every single video is quality, and you're going to get something real sick out of that, and just having two people helping running it, two people's worth of ideas, and everything is just going to be better in that way. We're open to all feedback, is massively welcome, and any ideas you have, I'm super excited about this. I think it's going to be sick. I can't wait to connect with all you guys and see what people say, and just go forward with it. So yeah,
let's make some money, make some successful businesses, and most of all, surround yourself with as many positive people as you can.
Yeah, ambitious, positive, like-minded people that are going to help you go to the top.
Going to drive you up.
There you go.
And then maybe one day you'll have a view like this.
So many of you probably know me as JMX, but I'm Joel as well. That's also my name. Well, JMX isn't my official name, that's not on my passport. But anyway, so you might know me from YouTube already, but I also have some other things that I got going on, like FPS Protein. I've got quite a few other things going on as well, and I've got a lot of things that I want to implement and get going. Like there's just so many ideas, but I'm sure you guys are gonna get to know all that stuff more in the future anyway. And obviously I've got Yen now as well with this man. Go on, Jake.
Yeah,
who are you?
Who am I?
Who are
State your name.
Who are you? State your name, cuz.
Yeah, right. So obviously many of you probably don't know who I am. That's fine. Do you know me?
No.
He doesn't even know me. No, I'm joking. So many of you may not know who I am. That's completely understandable. I've sort of kept off of the online stuff for the moment, but I'm looking to obviously stretch out and reach out to all of you guys now. But I have my own company. We're a Forex education site. It's called Improve Your Future Trading. What do you think of Improve Your Future Trading?
It's great. I know you make peace, so that's
I think one of the biggest things for my reasoning behind my business is because when I wanted to start trading at 14 years old, yes, 14, it sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I started trading at 14. There was nothing really out there for a novice trader. Every company expected some level of knowledge. So over the last 3 years, I've been at school, I went to uni. Technically I'm a uni dropout, if you want to call me that, I don't really mind. But now I've been working for the last 2 years on this new revolutionary website to help all novice traders supply every single product possible that would ever help you. And yeah, you guys should probably go and check that out as well. You guys can obviously follow my business journey as I go with my company, IYF Trading, and obviously I'll note any mistakes that I make. And of course, you guys can obviously have a look into what I do well as well, and I'll be happily sharing my information in terms of my business knowledge and what I've encountered through my business journey with my company. So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. And obviously I've got Yen going on now as well. So hopefully we can create many young entrepreneurs and make you all reach the potential that everyone has in business.
It's incredible. It's going to be sick. I'm very excited for this. Thank you so much for watching. You're going to absolutely smash it. We're going to absolutely smash it. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's an investment. Okay, think of it as an investment right now.
Very wise word.
It's a very wise investment. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I'm excited. We're going all the way to the top. And I'll see you guys next time.